All right, so you're here with us again because you know we like to get right to the point, right? We want to keep you up to date on the latest developments in science and technology.
Absolutely. And today, we have a particularly exciting one.
That's right, we're talking about the supposed return of the dire wolf.
You know those iconic creatures from the Ice Age?
Yeah, that's right. Extinct for about 12,500 years.
But not anymore.
And that's a bold statement.
Yeah.
And where is this intel coming from?
Colossal Biosciences. They're claiming they have successfully brought back the dire wolf.
So this deep dive, we're going to break down this claim, look at the science behind it, and what it means going forward. I mean, it sounds pretty unbelievable, right? De-Extinction?
It does sound like science fiction.
Yeah. So let's start with the facts. Colossal Biosciences has announced the birth of 3 dire wolf pups.
Named Remus, Romulus, and Khaleesi.
Of course. Born late last year.
Between October and December of 2024.
And they're saying this is the first successful de-extinction event ever.
A pretty huge claim.
So how on earth did they manage this?
Well, it all started with ancient DNA.
Like Jurassic Park style.
Kind of. They extracted DNA from ancient fossils, including a 13,000-year-old tooth.
Wow.
Then, using a technology called genome editing, they made very precise changes to this ancient genetic code.
I'm assuming this is incredibly complex.
Oh, absolutely. They made about 20 specific edits to the dire wolf genome.
And these edits, are they replicating something that already existed, or?
Some of them actually haven't been seen in nature since the Ice Age.
Oh, wow.
So they basically recreated these ancient genes and then used them to create embryos.
Okay, and how did they grow these embryos? I mean, you can't just...
No, you can't just, grow a dire wolf in a test tube. So they implanted these embryos into surrogate mothers.
Domesticated dogs.
Exactly.
That's amazing. So these pups are alive right now.
They are. They're living on a massive 2,000-acre-plus preserve.
And I'm guessing this is a very high security?
Oh, absolutely. 10-foot fencing, full-time staff, and they even have live video feeds for people to watch the pups.
So Jurassic Park meets Game of Thrones.
Yeah, something like that.
But without the dinosaurs, for now.
At least for now.
And you mentioned this is a very carefully managed environment.
Yes, it is. The preserve has been certified by both the USDA and the American Humane Society.
So ethically, it's all above board.
Well, I guess that's up for debate. But in terms of animal welfare, they seem to be ticking all the boxes.
Okay, interesting. Now, this isn't Colossal Biosciences' first foray into this kind of work, right?
Right. They've also successfully cloned critically endangered red wolves.
Really?
Using a slightly different, less invasive method. They took a blood draw from a living red wolf and used that to create a clone.
Interesting. So they have a range of different techniques that they're employing.
Yeah, and they've also been working on, this is cool, engineering woolly mice.
Woolly mice?
Yeah. Mice with traits similar to woolly mammoths.
Like what? Thick fur.
Exactly. It's all part of their larger goal of reviving extinct species.
So they're not stopping with dire wolves. What else is on the horizon?
Well, they've made it clear that they eventually want to bring back woolly mammoths, dodos, and thylacines, the Tasmanian tiger.
So de-extinction is becoming a reality.
It seems like it.
It really begs the question, what are the implications of all of this? I mean, on the one hand, it's an incredible leap for conservation.
Yeah, potentially saving species from extinction. But on the other hand,
Yeah.
some people worry it's like opening Pandora's box.
It is a little unsettling to think about, the potential unforeseen consequences.
Definitely.
But one thing's for sure, the era of de-extinction has officially begun.
Without a doubt.
So there you have it, the birth of 3 dire wolf pups through genetic editing and cloning. It's a landmark achievement with far-reaching ethical and ecological implications that we're only just beginning to grasp.
It's certainly food for thought.
Exactly. And we're going to leave you with this. If we have the power to bring back extinct species, should we? And if so, how do we ensure we do so responsibly? It's a discussion that's just getting started, and we all have a role to play in it.
Absolutely.
Join us next time as we continue to explore the cutting edge of science and technology.
We'll see you then.